Blog Talk Radio.
Hey guys, it's your girl Sunny D. Welcome to tonight's show. Clint, you want to say hi?
What's going on, good people? You already know who it is. Got a good show lined up for you tonight.
Yes, and Willie is probably on the plane landing somewhere, so hopefully he'll be able to call in at some point. If not, Willie, we know we miss you.
Willie always on the move. Always.
Yeah,
on.
Willie, I swear to God, I told him I want him to adopt me as a family member. He over here playing. I'm serious about it, Willie. I need y'all to figure it out and adopt my ass. I know I'm 34, but that's irrelevant. Right? Today is August 3rd, 2017. If you're listening right now, you're on blogtalkradio.com/G.F.T Radio show. If you guys want to call in, phone lines are open, 657-383-1155. If you're on Twitter and you don't really want to be too much on the voice line, you can call. You can definitely tweet us at GFT_radio. We're checking Twitter as well, and we'll try to read most, if not all, the tweets that we get throughout the show on the air.
I want to thank all the people out there that's interacting with us.
Yeah,
we're starting to get more and more traffic.
Yeah, and we get a lot of people hit us up on Twitter too.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like, we get a lot of more people interacting with us. And we want more, interact more with us. You know what I mean? It makes the show better. And we'd like to hear your thoughts out there. So we'd like to love y'all as well.
Yes, and we also appreciate the commentary after the show. I know a lot of people don't stay up as late to listen to us, but they definitely listen to us, and then they hit us up later and tell us how great the show was. So shout out to y'all, because, any support that we get is appreciated. So we don't want to we want to let that be known. Anything that you guys do, whether you tweet us during the show, talk to us later, or listen to the show and then comment later, we appreciate it all.
Most definitely.
Yeah, but we're going to kind of jump right into this topic. Clint, you kind of brought the topic into our site. So you kind of want to explain why we got to this topic?
Well, I was having a discussion with somebody actually online, and we was actually talking about what type of women we like, or what type of what are we attracted to in the opposite sex or whatever. And the topic came up about body augmentation, or like butt jobs, breast implants and stuff like that. And I was saying, I'm not attracted to that. You feel me? I don't like that. You feel me? So I don't care. It can be eye candy, of course, but I couldn't see myself with somebody with breast implants or a fake butt, this, that, and the third. And the young lady I was having a discussion with, she made it seem like I was body shaming people or making it seem bad who had breast implants, this, that, and the third. You feel me? And I was like, no, actually, it's just my preference. Like, I don't like that. I'm not attracted to that. It's like, I got dreads. You know what I mean? If you're not attracted to a dude with dreads, you know what I mean? Are you shaming me? Should I feel ashamed? No. You know what I mean? It doesn't work like that. And then also, when I that was my intention or my thought process when I brought it to y'all. Mm-hmm. And then when you posted it on our site and on our Facebook page, most people went to what I knew that a lot of people were going to initially think I was talking about was being overweight or size and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And even when I go on, I was on Instagram and I was on this picture and it was about body shaming. And, most people, I guess the consensus is live and let live, like we was talking about last week. But, some people was like, we shouldn't promote unhealthy living.
Yeah.
As well. So, it has to come to a point to where if you see somebody that's, overweight or something, criticism isn't necessarily shaming.
See, and it's funny that you said that, because I was just talking to my friend about the show topic this week, and I was just saying how it's not what you say, it's how you say it to people. You have to learn. You can't criticize, but how you choose to do it to someone. Like, you can feel like, so-and-so is a little bit overweight. Maybe they need to lose a couple pounds to make themselves healthier and blah, blah, blah. You can feel that way. It's not what you say. It's how you say it to someone. If you say it to somebody coming from a place that they feel like first of all, you can't just say it to anybody because you don't know them. You can't just walk up to somebody and say, hey, you need to lose weight. That's not the way. You have to kind of be, like, it depends on if you know this person. You can say, hey, you know what? I feel like X, Y, Z. But talk to them in a manner of you care about them, not in a shaming way. You can't say to someone, like, and it's funny because when you brought the topic up, I immediately thought of that too, like weight and size, because people feel like, okay, well, you're a big girl, so nobody really likes you, because you big as hell, or however they feel, they say something like that, and they say, well, nobody's attracted to you because you look that way. That's making them feel less confident in themselves, like where they may have felt like people are insecure about themselves. They don't need someone else adding more to their insecurity. And, pointing out the negative or what they feel is negative in that person or how they look or their weight or their size or whatever reason is. But I do think people get preference mixed up with shaming someone because you're not, and I was explaining that too, like I'm not attracted to guys that are on the heavy or extremely heavy side. It doesn't mean that I feel like they're not cute because there could be very few guys that are a little bit heavier. Do I feel like all guys that are heavy don't think they're not never going to be appealing to anyone? No. Will I shame them? No. I'm not attracted to that, but I will. Just because I'm not attracted to it doesn't make it a bad thing,
Exactly. And when we talk about body shaming, it isn't just a one-way thing.
Yeah.
I think everybody, as soon as you start talking about body shaming, everybody thinks, first of all, let's be honest, an overweight woman is vulnerable. You feel me? That that's what everybody want to sympathize with. But what about like that's why I like how you just brought up about dudes as well. You know what I mean? Dudes face that stigma, like we got to live up to a certain standard as well. So dudes go through that too. You know what I mean? Like, but I think more importantly, you feel me? We have to be more secure in ourselves. We have to be happy with ourselves. If a person happy with himself, this is what I teach my daughter. You know what I mean? And I tell my sisters the same thing. Like, you control your happiness. Can't nobody make you feel a certain way unless you allow them. There's always going to be negativity. Somebody always going to have something bad to say. That's just part of life. You know what I mean? I believe, people need to have a little bit thicker skin nowadays. I think everybody a little bit too sensitive. And trust me, I do understand that people do get bullied. There are a lot of cases of that where kids get bullied for being overweight or looking a certain way. Short people have that stigma. That's another thing, too. Do we consider that body shaming?
First of all, I hate the word short. I say medium because that's just, like I just had to argue this week about, oh, Mom, you short. And I had two people in my house telling me how short I was. Shut up. Don't even say nothing. I know you about to, sorry, I'm talking to somebody else, but because I know you're about to say something because they hear me talking about this. But I have a strong issue with people. I'm medium. Like, I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I refuse to be called short. I feel like people feel like I'm average height for a female, and that's how I feel. But, yeah, I don't like that word short. I'm sorry. I just want to understand it real quick. And then, walk in here like, yeah, I'm like, first of all, nobody asked you. Sorry.
Yeah, all y'all short people are all hostile.
Not y'all short. I'm medium. So I'm not going to get offended because I'm medium. Look, are these what, a tape measure? This motherfucker came in here with a tape measure. You know what? This is why. Come here with a tape measure and everything. No, but I don't like that. Like, I feel like people get like, oh, you short. Like, what's this? I'm so cute, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. But my thing is, like, it's to the point to where you can't even be honest with somebody. Because you're scared. You don't know if, they're going to take it the wrong way. You don't know.
It's like I said, it's how you say it.
Like, when you see a friend, they used to be a certain size, then they put on weight, and now they complaining about their back and all that. Especially with a woman, you should be, you got to think twice sometimes. Like, you put on some weight. You're not used to carrying that weight. But it's almost to the point where, you can't say that now.
Well, no, I think that you absolutely can say it. As you're a friend that gives a fuck about somebody, period, you should be able to have a conversation with people that they don't want to have. I tell a couple people that I know, like, I know I'm probably the heaviest I've ever been in my entire life. But I knew that for myself. I'm self-conscious to a certain degree, but at the same time, I know what I need to have to do. So if someone says, "Hey, Reg, you look a little heavy," like, I'm not pregnant, so there's no excuse that I'm pushing 200 pounds and, like, I don't look it, but, I'm solid. So I feel like that I got that close when I was pregnant. I'm not pregnant. That I can't use pregnancy as an excuse. I'm just, and I got a little bit happy on snacks and shit. So if somebody I know that I love tells me, "Hey, you know what, maybe you need to do something to kind of shed off some pounds because you haven't found X, Y, Z, maybe I'll help you. And we can do this together. I can help you." That's different than somebody walking by saying, "Oh, you fat as hell. That ain't cute." It's different. So it depends on the comfortability of the person that's telling you. Because nobody randomly is going to walk up to me and tell me I'm fat. I'm sorry. If you're my doctor, you can't tell me I'm fat and I don't know you. So, or that I'm not a good size. Because look at, matter of fact, my doctor just had a conversation with me. He said to me, for a black woman, because black women are shapely different, I'm not really considered overweight. It's even. It's not like I'm big in one spot. I'm just all over. So it's not necessarily bad weight. It's healthy, but at the same time, I could be healthier. And here's how you do it. Like, I'm not saying that you're plus size or you're bigger or anything like that, but this is what you can do to kind of make yourself leaner and gain more muscle and lose a lot of body fat. It's how you say it to people. It's your delivery. Delivery is everything. You can't just walk up to somebody and say you're a fat ass, and they're supposed to be like, "Oh, okay, I'll be happy if you said that to me." No, nobody's going to be happy. You're like walking to somebody and saying you ugly. They're going to be like, okay, I'm ugly. Nobody's going to accept that. You can't just say it to people. You have to be mindful of your words.
All right. Well, let me play devil's advocate for a second.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about this body shaming. To me, it's a new age thing. Because when we was growing up, we never heard of that.
I think it was always around. It's just more prevalent now because we got social media.
I think body shaming really came from the internet. People. You're right. I guess people always got teased.
Not necessarily. It didn't come from the internet because you look at the modeling world since we were kids. Models were what? Thin, skinny girls that looked like they was unhealthy, walking on the catwalk. So this has been something that's been going on before.
And a lady in one of the chats I was having, she mentioned that, she was like body shaming, and she was a heavyset girl. She was like body shaming didn't become a thing until people start, saying that models were too skinny, this, that, and the third. She said nobody cared when they was just making jokes about fat people. It wasn't until they start talking about how skinny those models is to what now, all of a sudden, now with the body shaming.
Yeah, because that's a double standard. Because if you're too skinny, somebody say, "Oh, baby, you need to eat something. You need to get some meat on them bones." Like, that's body shaming. You're telling somebody that they don't look, their size is not good. So you're telling them that they need to eat because the way they look is not necessarily good. Like I said, you could be skinny and be healthy. You could be plus size and be healthy. It depends on how you treat your body.
Now, okay. Now, say you had these plus size girls coming outside with you with a medium shirt on, stomach all out.
No, see, here's my problem with that. You should know your size. You should know what fits you. You should know what looks good on your body. Everything will look good on everybody, whether you're skinny, in the middle, or plus size. You know what fits your body. You should know, as a female, you should know what dresses look good on you, what clothes look good on you. You should know that, like what accentuates your figure and does what it should do for your body. Buy clothes that fit you properly, and you'll be fine. This is the problem. People buying clothes that don't fit them and then going outside thinking it's cute. It's not.
But some say, see, this is what I'm saying, though. When they're talking about body shaming, some say, like, that person should be able to wear whatever they want to wear. Why do they
should be able to wear what they want to wear in their size. You know what clothes fit you. It's like a grown-ass man wearing extremely tight jeans. Those don't fit you. Put on jeans that actually fit you. You can wear nice jeans that don't be being extra, like damn near cutting off your circulation. That's like if you wear too tight jeans, you're going to get a yeast infection. It happens. So you wear the clothes that you buy. That's the problem. People don't buy clothes that fit them. and make like you as a female, you know if you go out dressed. Like I know what dress fits me. I got a little pudge in the middle of my body, so I know the dresses that fit me are normally fit and flare. Nothing that is fitting my body because it's going to accentuate. If I wear something extremely form fitting, it's going to accentuate my extra. That's what I'm gonna call it. So if I wear dresses that are fit and flare, which fits at the top, at the bust, and loose at the bottom, guess what? I'm going to be more comfortable. I'm going to be less self-conscious because it fits me properly, and I look cute in it. You can find clothes that fit you, still look cute, or still look sexy in them, and you don't have to be extra. Like, you can find clothes. First of all, I make clothes of all different sizes. Clothes fit everybody.
All right. I understand that. I agree with you on that. So now, is it considered body shaming if somebody say something to that person? Because let me ask you something. This is my thing with the body shaming thing.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it seems like, especially on nowadays with Instagram and Twitter, all these social sites where you can post pictures at now. Everybody posts pictures for one thing: attention. All of us. Whenever you post a picture or anything, you're posting it for attention.
Mm-hmm.
Now, with that comes along
negative
attention. You have to expect that. You know what I mean? Everything, isn't going to be so perfect to where everybody going to love every picture. Some people just going to keep scrolling by and not going to say something.
Mm-hmm.
Other people going to say something.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? To me, it's like you can't get mad at people for voicing their opinion when you put that out there because you subjected yourself to that. Now, I agree people shouldn't be ignorant and disrespectful, but the fact of the matter is, it's those people are out there.
Here's why I said that. I get that because I feel like if you put yourself out there in that way, you post a video, you post anything you post on social media or any type of social media platform, you're going to get negative and you're also going to get positive things. You have to understand that not everybody's going to agree with you, not everybody's going to like you, and they're going to criticize the most stupidest things. You get that, but it's a line. There is a line that you just like when it gets to be too much. You have to kind of like at the end of the day, you have to understand there's levels to this shit. You can't just be on it. That's like if I post on Facebook, I don't like Donald Trump. People are going to like Donald Trump. People are not going to like Donald Trump. When you cross the line and call me the N-word and you're a person that is not of color, we have a problem because you crossed the line. You can feel how you want to feel. You can say something. You can say however you want to feel about me not liking Donald Trump. But when you cross a line, that's when you've gone too far. And that's how I look at it, like with body shaming. You cannot like me. You could say X, Y, Z about me. But when you cross a certain line, that threshold, then that's going too far. Like you cannot like what I'm saying. You can feel how you want to feel about what I'm saying or what I'm presenting. But when you start saying all that extra stuff, that's gonna be that's when you cross the line to where you get to like you can post a picture and I don't like it. If I start saying you're ugly or nobody ever gonna like you, blah blah blah, and that's the part where I'm shaming you because I feel like you're less than and you're not attractive to me, or that's not your preference. That's beyond preference. That's just saying that I just feel like you're never gonna like if I just whatever it is about you, I don't like it, and I'm gonna keep talking about it and make you feel some type of way about it. That's the problem.
And I agree. I agree people shouldn't cross that line, but we have to agree people do.
Yeah, people do.
My thing is, if you really that like, first of all, you have to be happy with yourself. You know what I mean? No matter what, you have to be happy with yourself. My thing is, if you're truly happy with yourself, you take care of that first. What somebody else say could only do so much damage, especially somebody who you barely know.
But that's what? Sometimes some people words hurt, regardless if it's somebody you know. When somebody you know, it hurts deeper. But when somebody you don't know, they don't even know you and they just judge you off the bat. So that's like I said, I get that part because at the end of the day, you get people power over you by when you When you allow things they say to hurt you, but at the end of the day, we are all human. Sometimes people say some fucked up shit and it just hurts you.
True. I mean, but you put my thing is, when you put yourself out there like that, you should already know that. You know, now I know I'm not speaking on the occasions where, you know, young girl or young boy in school, and, you know, the class picking on them because of their size or something like that. That's different. You feel me? That's bullying. That's a form of bullying. I mean, I ain't with that. You know, we seen that as kids. You know what I mean? I know. I've seen that firsthand growing up.
That's what I was telling somebody today. I said I was bullied a whole lot when I was a kid, so I understand different sides of it. I had bullied people, not necessarily bullied people. You know, I bombed on a couple people, but when I bombed on, I felt like you deserved it. Like, I felt like you deserved it. I really didn't call people fat. I think I did call one girl, like, we got into an argument, and I said it to be hurtful because she pissed me off, and I was like, you fat bitch, you sloppy, nobody gonna like you, you ugly. She wasn't ugly, but I just, you know, she pissed me off, so I said it. But at the same time, that's shaming somebody. That's making somebody feel like she probably was insecure. You know, first of all, people are insecure, like whether you fat, skinny, or whatever. You insecure about your own issues. About whatever is going on with you, you just insecure. So when people reaffirm those insecurities by pointing them out to you always, that's hurtful. If you always got somebody saying something negative about you all the time and just being an asshole, like, that hurts.
Yeah, because I definitely seen it from all sides as well. You know, I've said the jokes and I've been the butt of the jokes.
Yeah, like I was in grade school, not in grade school up until middle school, like ninth grade-ish. I was called, like, you see my junior high pic, I was called Scarecrow because I was little, I was skinny as shit, ain't had no type of shape. My hair was long, it was all over the place. My mom just braided like how she wanted. I had like Philly braids on sleep. And they used to call me Scarecrow. That was hurtful. But I took that name now, and I was like, okay, that's what it is. I look like it. I really can't say I don't.
They used to call you what? They used to call you what?
Scarecrow.
Scarecrow?
Yeah, they used to call me that shit. I was skinny with no nothing, no type of shape, no nothing. That was fucked up, but I took it. Like, stop, you over there laughing at me?
No, that's
not like that. I didn't like that name. It was like I mean, at the end of the day, I understood why, but I'm like, damn, that's fucked up. Like I think that all of us at some point got bullied in our lifetime, and you look at it from all sides. So I think my daughter been body shaming me lately. Why?
She be calling me Mr. Big Tummy Daddy.
My son been smacking my stomach. My stomach, my son thinks my stomach is a drum. He just be like, making sure like me smack the fat because it jiggles. Well, first of all, nobody asked you to do that. Like, I'm still cute, but don't do that.
Yeah, she come up to me, poking my stomach.
Yeah.
Big tummy. Hold on. Let me chill. I done lost 40 pounds, lost 45 pounds. So I get it. Feel me? Because a 4-year-old can make you feel so self-conscious. Like, come on now. Say that every day. Every time.
That's terrible.
Mr. Big Tummy Daddy. You know what I mean? I don't know where she get it from. You know what I mean? She made up on her own. So we're taking it going up the steps. I was like, are you serious right now?
Yeah, but that's, I mean, I think everybody goes through some stuff, and it just sucks because, we all go through some form of body shaming, and I feel bad for the people that they really, it can't come up from it. Because they so in depression about themselves. They so into being extremely insecure within themselves that when somebody does that, I feel bad for people like that because, like, I was there at one point in time.
I mean, I guess that's why people get work done to their bodies and stuff like that. You know, like the fake breasts, the big butts. You know, that's. You look at these people on Instagram.
But see, that's what I think if you're gonna do, here's my thing with that. I'm all for you enhancing yourself. I think that people should get what's natural, not the extreme. Like, I've seen people that just, it doesn't fit your body frame. And for whatever reason, I want to know why do you feel the need to go that extreme when you can do something just to, like, I know for the longest I ain't had titties for the longest. Like, I'm talking, I got A cups in high school. Like, the longest, you know. All my friends had titties in, like, grade school, and I got A cups in fucking high school. So, you know, I understood how I felt like I wanted something. I felt like a boy. Like, all the girls were fully developed. I had some girls I was friends with that had C cups, and I felt some type of way about it. And I used to think about getting the creams and shit like that. Thankfully, I had some kids, and they went cup for cup, so I'm good. But when I didn't have any, that's why I show them off the way I do now, because I'm so excited for them. But I feel like I did it the regular way. Not that I'm judging you for doing it the way you do it, but I just feel like if you didn't have this, why not go the more natural route than go extreme?
I think what it period is, this is, like I said, I know people are not going to agree, but this is how I feel. When you do that, right, to me, that's a form of vanity. Like, you're doing it for attention.
Mm-hmm.
You're doing it because to draw attention to yourself. You know, you want people to lust over you. That's the only way. Why else are you enhancing your body? You feel me? Like
some people do it for them because they feel like that's not
they're not doing it for them because they're doing it to get attention from somebody else. They're craving that attention. You feel me? Like,
well, I don't think that. I think I know people that do it for themselves because they want to do it for themselves because they feel like what their body look like, that's not the way they want to be. The same people, why people.
Okay, let me ask you something.
The transgender thing, they feel like they're not being themselves.
You just talking? Nah, that's a different discussion. Talk about that in a minute. You just talking about your breast. Why did you feel like your breast was too small? Why?
Because I had a whole family that got titties, all of them, like C cups or better.
But why did you feel like you needed titties?
Because my whole family had them. They had from C and up. There was no B and A. There was C and up. Everybody had them. So I'm like,
you just wanted big titties.
Well, no, I didn't want huge ones. I didn't want like my family.
I'm not talking about this saying you just wanted bigger titties.
I just wanted that because I felt like I didn't like. First of all, I was the only light-skinned person. I was the shortest, and everybody thought I was a doctor already. And then everybody family had titties, and I didn't. So it was like more obvious reasons that maybe I might not fit in. So I felt like I wanted them. Like I had an ass. I didn't want an ass. I just wanted titties, and that's what my whole family had them. And I'm like, nobody in my family had ass. They all had titties. I'm like, I want some too. Like, well, I don't have no y'all. All my sisters got some. My mama got some. I go to my cousins. They got some. I ain't got none. Like, this is some bullshit. Like, all my friends had them. I didn't have them.
Did you feel like they were more attractive?
I felt like I was I was a tomboy, but I felt like I was a boy. And I was a girl. And I was like, I need some titties. Like, this is bullshit.
Okay.
So that's how I felt like, and I thought about a lot of things, and thankfully I got pregnant with my daughter, and that got me a little bit of something, and with my son I got a little bit more. So I'm satisfied, but I just felt like I was out of place in my own family, like I didn't fit in. It was weird because everybody knew my family, and I'm the only one that didn't have anything, and I'm like, I don't know what's happening. I think I missed the boat. Like, you sure I'm related to you motherfuckers? I don't, like, for a while, like, I had people questioning whether I was not related to my family. I questioned whether I was related to them or not because you got a dark-skinned mom and a dark-skinned dad. You light-skinned, like, this shit is different. I need to know what's happening. Like, y'all want to tell me something? We need to have a discussion? I felt like I didn't fit in with my family. That's how I felt. And I felt like the only way I would fit in is if I was more like them, and that's what I wanted. I wanted to be more like them.
Okay. Because when I look at these girls, especially because a lot of it become, like I said, for me, my encounter with body shaming, this term, this new thing was from the internet,
mm-hmm.
You know, and it's like, you know, when you go, these girls post these pictures, you know, if they're heavy set or something, you know, a lot of people attack them or whatever. I don't think that's right at all, basically. But at the end of the day, like I said, you subject yourself to that criticism. Then with these girls who be having these, you know, a lot of them if you have these augmentations, they be getting a lot of flack too. Oh, she fake this, that, and a lot of it be from women, from other women.
Exactly.
It don't be the men all the time. You know,
I think men body shame too because I think to some extent, like men feel like other men should be a certain way or whatever the case may be. Not necessarily like to the extent like females do. I think females hold more females accountable than men do, but I think men do to a certain degree too because you gotta look at the same sex community.
Yeah, because the one thing with a man, like a dude could be in shape, a dude could have man alpha niggas, like dude could be in shape, be strong and all that, but if he can't fight, then bitch don't care. You know what I mean? That's how men think a lot of times. Like, I know it sounds primitive, but that's how men, especially where we grow up at. Like, yeah, he got all the money. Can he fight though? What is it worth?
It could be like Kevin Hart said, you big as shit working at, you buff as hell working at T-Mobile.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, you strong as hell for nothing. You feel me? Unless you know what I mean? So, like, that's how men can rationalize it. That's why, dudes shame you, oh, you weak. And that goes on, especially growing up with boys. That definitely goes on. Don't get it twisted. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, we all know that equalizer. You feel me? You done seen this big, strong dude get beat up. You can't fight. You just got muscle. You know what I mean? We done seen it. So with men, that's how men think for the most part. Like, all right, you can't really shame us. And then with us also, if niggas could be whatever, as long as he got some money, he winning at the end of the day. That's how men think. You feel me? So it ain't really prevalent like that with men. But with women, like a man to see a woman like one of them Instagram models or whatever and post something like, damn, she fine. And immediately you'll see like 3 or 4 women immediately, she fake. Well, she look good and all that, but you can definitely tell she had surgery. They automatically, like women automatically go in immediately.
Yeah, but I think women are the worst person among other women, and I think that's the hardest thing. I think and it's going to sound fucked up because I'm a woman. I feel like women body shame more than anyone else because we are very hard critics, and I think that's one of the things. But I do want to say shout out to Jay. I'm going to say your name crazy, Lanier. It's at CSS Big Hair Girl. I put the question I posed on Twitter was, do you feel body shaming only applies to size and weight? She put, no way. People point out way more than what we feel. And I agree. It's outside of what weight. There's so much more that people body shaming.
Breaking up a little bit.
Huh?
All right, say that last part again. I'm sorry, you're breaking up a little bit.
Oh, so I think people body shame. I agree with her. She said, no way, people point out way more than we think. And I said, exactly. People point out a lot of things. Body shaming is not just limited to size and shape. People body shame for various different reasons.
Yeah.
Like I just saw, matter of fact, I just was reading a tweet. I just was reading something on Corner Store Politics. Corner Politics. Let me look this up real quick because I want to make sure I'm saying this right. But Guy Breezy Taylor made a post about this guy that was coming hard for Lapita.
For who?
I think she's African.
Okay. Lapita Nyong'o, yeah.
Yes. He basically said, I'm going to tell you the guy's name because I'm going right on the website. It's at cornerpolitics.wordpress. And he was saying, why does Gilbert Arenas hate Lapita so much? And basically, he went on this rant on Twitter about, first of all, this is a dark-skinned guy saying, and I quote, not to be funny, but you can't name a black dude woman out on the outside, not brown skin, but Tyrese black. When you have African features black, then you have a number one, Lapita. She's cute when the lights are off. Second, you have Emua. I'm saying that name wrong probably. And this is Saya. Sorry, but ill. So this beautiful black woman. So the beautiful black woman will boost you up. It's technically light skin or brown skin. So he basically called her out for not being cute. He said that her skin is cute, but she's not. Her face is not beautiful only when the lights off. Like, this is a dark-skinned man saying that a chocolate woman is not beautiful to him, and he's only just seeing photos with light-skinned girls or brown-skinned girls. So clearly he has an issue within his own self that he just bashed the whole dark-skinned girls. And I think Lupita is beautiful. She's beautiful. Her skin is beautiful. Her face is beautiful. I feel like all shades of black are beautiful. But you have somebody that's saying stuff like that if she had a complex about how dark her skin was, which I doubt she does, because I think she knows she's beautiful. But if she did have a complex, this person is bashing her because her skin is darker than his. And the shade is a couple shades darker, not even that much.
See, I mean, he said that a couple years ago, and to this day, you feel me? You go on his Instagram today, you feel me? He was making jokes about it because he was like, they still in his inbox getting at him over that. And I mean, they still getting at him over that. My thing is this with that. Why, we saying he bashing her. Okay, cool. I mean, he wrong for that. But why are we giving his opinion so much value? You know what I mean? Why should his opinion hold so much weight? Just because one man said that, I don't care who he is. You feel me? Just because he feels that way, you feel me? That he doesn't represent all men. Nor does he represent all black men.
But that's the thing, like, his kids are mixed, but they're the same complexion as he is.
Yeah.
So you're basically telling your kids that they might not be cute enough. I
mean, and if that's the case, then he has to deal with that. He has to live with that. You feel me? My thing is, Lupita, I'm pretty sure she didn't even pay that no attention.
Yeah, because she knows she's beautiful.
Yeah, so, and that's my thing. If you know you're beautiful, now as a child, who knows? I mean, I was just looking at this, I can't even think of this girl.
Hold on, we have a caller. Hold on.
Okay.
Caller, you're on the line with G.F.T Radio.
Oh, I'm on the line?
Hi, Jabril.
Yeah, I'm on the line. I'm calling in all the way from Mississippi.
You know what?
Yeah, my boy did take
I just want to see it.
Mississippi.
Yeah, we won that chip. We won that chip back home, man.
What's going on with you?
How y'all doing, man?
We doing good.
Appreciate you calling in.
Yeah,
cool. I just want to say one thing. Yeah, definitely is a good topic, but the main thing is that irrelevant people will say anything about people just so they can be relevant. Feel me?
Exactly.
So
that's perfect.
No matter what people say about you is what matters and how you feel about yourself, no matter your shape, color, whatever, looks, whatever. So don't pay people no mind. And the case with Gilbert Arenas, he's irrelevant. So he's gonna have to say things about people that are relevant. He wish he could be in the people that he talk about in issues because
I think he probably tried to talk to her and she told him no.
Probably.
What you were saying though, bro?
Yeah, people wish to be somebody that they're not, and they talk about people that are, basically comfortable with themselves, and they try to bring them down. That's a form of bullying when you body shame.
Mhm.
Definitely is.
You're trying to break somebody's self-esteem and confidence, so you can see them belittle. You belittle them so they can, have lower self-esteem because you don't like who you are. You know what I mean? So that's form of bullying with adults. That goes with adults. We always talk about kids bullying kids, but adults bully adults because how they talk to other people. You know what I mean?
Shoot. You think about when we was in college, Jabril. Remember when you first came there, you thought you were skinny, and, and they used to make fun of you doing the push-ups. Where's this bar?
Fact though. You're right. Fact.
You know what I mean? That was you feel me? Me, I was a little. When I got to college, I had put on weight. So when I got to college, my main thing was I had to work out. I had to work out all the time. I was overweight. You feel me? So I had started working out all the time. But
when I got on the football team, niggas seen me. When I got in the gym, niggas didn't want no problems though.
Backed up. No, dude. But that's exactly how it was. We had. That's what I was saying earlier. As men, as young men, we had to deal with that too. You know what I mean? We was in the dorm with the football team. The only two dudes, freshmen, that wasn't on the freshman football squad to start the year. We was. Now I'm in the same dorm with the football team. So you got all these dudes in shape. You feel me? I'm sitting there overweight. You feel me? Like, all right, I got to get in shape. Now I mean, I got to start working out. You feel me? That was because you felt like, I mean, it was a self-conscious thing. So we go through that too. But what I learned is, if you love yourself, you feel me? You know, you can always work to improve yourself. You know what I mean? But make it truly about you. Love yourself and forget what everybody else said. You know what I mean? Like I was saying, like Lupita, she don't care about what Gilbert's saying. Like, who cares? You know, all these women still jumping and bashing. Like, for what? Stop giving him ammo. Stop making him relevant. You feel me?
You know, every day I listen to the radio, like every day I listen to the Ricky Smiley show out here, right? And they always bashing Gabrielle Sidibe and Lil Terrio, but I don't understand why. Because their opinions to them that they're bashing don't count.
Yeah.
You know, it don't matter. It don't matter. It don't matter. It don't matter if you have a hairline. If you don't, it doesn't matter if you wear a wig. It don't matter if you wear whatever. It matters how I feel about myself. Your opinion don't count. Feel me? Because you might have skeletons in your closet that you're afraid of, but you want to point my shit out. But I'm comfortable with my skeletons in my closet. You know what I mean? I can tame that, but you're afraid of, because when somebody says something to you, if I point something negative about you, you mad, you ready to fight. That's how adults are. That's how people are. You laughing, nigga? You laughing?
Yeah, because that's
true.
That's true. Now, I mean, that's how the people got most to say. Like I think Sarita Sonny pointed this out earlier too. People got most to say. Once you say something back to them, you feel me? It's like they be the quickest to break down because they dealing with so much issues themselves.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I remember, I got one of my boys. You know, he big boy. You feel me? But his defense was, people used to make fun of him about his weight. His defense is, to this day, like, he got jokes. You know what I mean? And he can get vicious with his jokes, and it'll still be funny.
Ammo.
He can hurt your feelings. Yeah. So, you know what I mean? That was his defense. You know what I mean? So I remember one time we was on a school trip. Somebody said something to him about, you know what I mean, you got eating. You feel me? Somebody said something to him. You know what I mean? Oh, that's all you got. Boom, he snapped right back at him. Boom. You feel me? Shut the other dude clean up. You know what I mean? Everybody's like, oh, when you sometimes you got to build that defense mechanism to fight back. You feel me? Because when you can get back at somebody who's trying to bully you, it'll cease. You know what I mean? It'll cease.
Yeah, I mean, I had a lot of issues when I was growing up. I stuttered. I talked fast. I had seizures. I was skinny as fuck. I already had this name Scarecrow. So I had a lot of shit against me as a kid, and I just knock people out. Like, that was my mechanism. You want to start some shit? I knock your ass out. You know, I may be skinny, I may not be cute, I may stutter, I may have seizures, but I'll leave your ass out. And so a lot of people left me the fuck alone. But, sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
Well, what about the people?
Go ahead.
No, go ahead, Clint.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, so what about the people that feel that they're not perfect, right? And get body shamed, right? And they want to change their appearance, right? But they don't change their thinking or their mind. You know what I'm saying? You can do things to your body to appease other people because of being body shamed, but if you're still stuck in the stigma of the way you think. You haven't changed. You just changed your appearance. People are going to still look at you the same way. Feel me?
Yeah, I definitely feel you. My thing is, if it's not sincere, if it's not genuine, that's genuinely love yourself. You know what I mean? You can't make changes because of other people. You know what I mean? I think one thing we need to start promoting and start teaching is self-love more, like, because then you won't have these new terminologies, body shaming and stuff like that. It wouldn't matter what somebody else say. You could already just point out their ignorance. You feel me? That's ignorance. You know what I mean? For somebody just to put down a person, especially that they barely know, just to make themselves feel better, that's ignorance. You feel me? Immaturity. So why even, that shows that shows that person's poor character.
Mm.
So don't feed it. You feel me? Don't like, I was watching this interview on a Breakfast Club, an old interview with Monica and Brandy was on there, and Monica was saying something about what her dad used to tell her about. Now, I mean, maggots. You feel me? They need that shit. They need that shit. They need shit to feed. You know what I mean? To grow. You know what I mean? They need that energy. Don't give them that energy. You feel me? You give the maggots that energy, they're going to grow. There's just going to be more of them. You know what I mean? So don't give the negative people out there any energy. When they want to be negative, just let them be negative, but you keep it moving. You know what I mean? Don't let it affect you. You feel me? You got people out here committing suicide because somebody else is talking about them being overweight. Like, that's not a reason for you to commit suicide. You feel me? Society, for some reason,
definitely a fact.
Yeah, because they're trained in society, like, to think that, you know what I mean, it's a certain standard that they got to be.
Yeah,
you feel me? And I feel like.
Oh, he dropped the call.
Huh?
He dropped the call.
Oh, okay.
That's a lost service. But Jabril, if you listen to calls back, we'd love to hear from you.
Yeah,
or,
thank you.
Oh, yeah, 657-383-1155. And at CSS, Big Hair Girl, she put, great question. People may get it. I asked, how do you feel about body shaming? Do people get confused between preference and body shaming? And she put a great question. People may get confused, but there is a line. You know you're body shaming when you're dragging someone. Exactly.
Yeah.
You can have your preference, but when you go beyond that and go extra, yeah, you know what you're doing.
Definitely. When it's coming from a place of malcontent, yeah, you feel me? Place of malcontent, and you're trying to really just make somebody feel bad. You know, I mean, cruel intentions. Then, definitely that's when it becomes body shaming.
Exactly.
My thing is, the hell with them. Hell with that person. You feel me? Because that proves how miserable they are. Like you said earlier. You know what I mean? That proves how miserable they are. So
and people, and that's what you said too. People be so miserable within themselves that they just reflect negativity on the next person or closest person to them.
Yeah. There's a lot of weak people out here. So, like, that mob mentality, man. A lot of weak people. I done seen it. We've seen it in school growing up to where, somebody could be, what we call it, cracking up here in Jersey. So all those people out there that's listening from Jersey, some of y'all may call it jonesing or something like that. You feel me?
Yeah, we call it cracking or bombing.
Yeah, cracking and bombing up there. So, I done seen too many bomb sessions to where somebody getting roasted, and then, other people jump in because now they got an easy target. To where normally they wouldn't even say nothing if they didn't have any backup.
And then social media let people say stuff the internet does.
Yeah, exactly. And then once it's a pile on. So you know what I mean? I can understand the pressure, how that feels when people start piling on. But at the end of the day, you feel me, you can get past it realizing that they just piling on. That's just showing their weakness. You feel me? And if you can find a way to put that mirror back on them so they can see their weakness, it'll cease. It'll cease. You feel me? Take that energy from them. Use it to motivate you. You feel me? Don't break. Don't break. You know, there's too many people breaking off of what, you know what I mean, other people's opinions who really don't even matter. You feel me? That's what, you know, then when people used to talk about your mom, something like that, and you get mad and you want to fight or whatever, you know, that happened to me plenty of times. And my mom used to be like, do they know you? Do they know me?
Yes.
You know, I'd be like, no. So why are you getting so mad? They don't know me. They just talking.
Because you know you always got mad. You like knock my mom off this bitch, knock it off, bitch. Just what?
Yeah.
It's about to go down.
Exactly. You know what I mean? And that's and once you learn that, you feel me? You know, you gotta really embed that in your child. You know what I mean? That's why I don't like when parents talk negative to their children. You feel me? You know, I understand, you know, you got to chastise them, this, that, and the third, but I really ain't for a proponent. I really ain't a proponent of just screaming and cussing and talking down to them, being condescending. You feel me? Because then that breaks their self-esteem. You feel me? That breaks their, you know what I mean, who they are. That takes something from them. So now, when they do go to school, when they don't got their defense, when they don't got you around to shield them, and they on their own, and they already self-conscious, and you got everybody else now shaming them for the way they look, you feel me? It's a lot for a child to take on.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, that's a part of it, too. It's the way we raise our kids. You feel me? Body shaming won't be so popular or so prevalent now if we did better at raising these kids.
Yeah, so I think people like I think people, you know, I hate when people say that you're being too sensitive. No, you can't just say anything to anyone. You have to be mindful of other people's feelings, whether you feel like you should be or not. I think people just, like I say, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. When you say things and it coming from a bad place, it transacts in a way. Or maybe you just don't know how to talk to people. You say it in the wrong way that people just like, you know.
Yeah. In some ways, though, people can be too sensitive. You feel me? I do believe that, though. In some ways, we all can be a little bit too sensitive at times.
I think people get defensive really, really quickly. I'm like that too. So I you know. That's my mode too. My defense. I mean, my defense is always up. You know what I mean? Like, but you feel me? Sometimes I catch myself and I gotta reel it back as well, because you know sometimes it's just harmless, and sometimes it just ain't even worth it. It ain't worth getting frustrated over something somebody said that don't know you. You know what I mean? Like, once you're secure with yourself, shit shouldn't matter, man. Shit shouldn't really matter. It shouldn't matter as much. I ain't gonna say it don't matter. It just shouldn't matter as much. Yeah.
So, and
I agree.
And also, it's how you, I mean, use it. Use that negativity in a positive. Use that energy and focus it in a positive way. You feel me? If it does make you mad, let it make you mad. But use that anger in a positive to do something positive for yourself. So then, you know what I mean? So you progress and they still stay the same. So while you progressing in your life, you feel me? It doesn't matter what they say. You feel me? They can't hold you back.
Exactly.
Now it's about time for that after show. I want to talk about something.
I'm here for it.
Now, I mean, all y'all know, last week we was talking about the situation that happened where the guy had met a person online. They were talking for like 4 months. They finally met up into a hotel or something. The guy said they had some form of sexual act, and after the sexual act, the guy revealed to the other man that, the woman supposedly revealed to the man that she was a transgender. You feel me? The guy snapped once he realized that, stabbed the lady 119 times. You feel me? Now he's doing 40 years. He got convicted. He's doing 40 years in jail. You know, that night, you know, when we talked about it, I said I really couldn't hold it against the guy. You know, I'm going to stick by my stance because, you feel me, I feel like he took the choice away from that man. That's a form of sexual assault. You know, that if I'm not a part of that lifestyle, you feel me, I don't want to deal with that lifestyle. I don't hate people. I don't want no transgender to die. I'm not saying go do nothing to them. I'm just saying I don't partake in that lifestyle at all. I don't agree with it. You know what I mean? That's my right. You know, I'm not going to change that stance at all. And so in my mind, if that was to happen to me, I would react the same way. You feel me? I don't need to guess. Or people, you know how the old saying go, you don't know what you'll do unless you're put in that situation. Trust me, you know what I mean? If you believe in anything on this earth, there's only one person walking out of that room. You feel me? If that was to happen to me. You feel me? I'm not taking that back. You know, and I agree with what he said last week, that we're too quick, people too quick to talk about murder. But I know me. You feel me? That's just something I'm totally against. And that will be my reaction. So the very next day, you know, I'm listening to the Breakfast Club, Lil Duval on there, and they brought that situation up, and he said the same thing. He said he would react the same exact way. And then Charlamagne, he was like, oh, you can't say that you're going to go out here and kill transgender people. And Lil Duval corrected him immediately. He said, hold, don't switch what I'm saying up. Don't switch my words up. He said, I'm not out here saying nobody go out here and kill transgender people. He said, what I'm saying is, if a person did that to me, you feel me? That's what his exact words, like, that's a form of rape.
Yeah.
Now, you know what I mean? He was like, that's how I would react. I would react the same way. I'm not with it. So right after that, you know, the next day, before you know it, he's getting killed online. You know what I mean? Oh, Lil Duval talking about killing transgender people, this, that, and the third. He had to go on TMZ. They was trying to get him to apologize. It's like, I'm not apologizing for what I said. You know what I mean? He was like, I didn't say, he basically said the same thing. I didn't say go kill transgender people. That's his sister is gay. At the end of the day, you feel me? They got their own podcast where they go back and forth. You know what I mean? And she chucked to his defense. But he was like, no, I mean, at the end of the day, that's not me. You feel me? You can't put me in that situation and tell me I'm supposed to just accept it. You feel me? And then I was arguing with people online today. I'm like, y'all switching the narrative. You feel me? To run with y'all agenda, because y'all got an agenda out here. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? Ain't nobody saying, because, you know, it has been an uptick and a lot of transgender people just getting killed for no reason. But we're talking about this particular situation right here and this particular incident. You feel me? We cannot absolve that transgender woman from what she did. You feel me? What she did was wrong. You feel me? Now some may be like, oh well, she didn't deserve to die, this, that, and the third. Well, you can't tell how they gonna react. You can't take that choice away from them and then expect them just to be okay with it.
Yeah, exactly. Like you have to let people feel the way they want to feel. And people, like I said, in that situation, like you said, it is considered I would consider it too. Like I get what you're saying. That's sexual assault because that person don't know what they're getting themselves into. You have to let people be aware of what you're doing. Like if you, because if they had known you was transgender, would they want to sleep with you still? Probably not.
Exactly. And if you know that going in, but you didn't say nothing at first. And like, come on, man. Like, come on. So it's like, you know, I feel sorry for his family.
Yes,
he didn't have to lose his life. But at the end of the day, one thing we gotta accept, you know what I mean? And I asked plenty of people this. You feel me? And a lot of people was on the same wave. Like, listen, if he didn't go there to kill that man from the get, and his story is legit, then, you know, what can you say? You know what I mean? You can't put yourself in that position. You feel me? He put himself in that position. You know what I mean? And, like, I just don't like how the narrative is trying to change. So, you know, it's like they got this agenda, man, that you just supposed to, you know, everybody just got to accept you and live with it and whatever, you know, and then, you, like, tell me what you was posted in the on our Facebook page.
Oh, yeah, I posted on the Facebook page. A guy basically came out and said, why should I think it was a guy, I'm not remembering correctly. I may or may not be remembering correctly, but the person posted, I shouldn't have to tell someone that I'm transgender. And they wrote a whole post about why they feel like they shouldn't have to expose or say that. And I'm like, that's something that you, first of all, whether it's a female or a female transitions to a man or a man transitions to a female. And I think the conflict becomes when it's a man. More so, the conflict happens when it's a man transitioning into being a woman. Like, you're talking about you're dating men, probably. More often than not, you're dating another man. They don't know that you had male parts at one point. And that's something they should know. I mean, because I think females are more accepting if you're dating, like, someone that it might not be. Or I've seen different interviews with different things that I saw where a female transitioned to a man and dated a female and it was fine and it was no problem. But I think the problem more so arises when it's a man transitioning to a female. And I think that you should tell people, whether or not it's a man transitioning to a female or a female transitioning to a man, you should tell someone. They have right to know.
Yeah.
Because for one, if that person wants babies, they're not going to have any.
Exactly. That's why I'm saying you're not a woman.
You need to tell them because they're coming like, I want a baby, and like, what if you don't tell them? They're going to be trying to have a baby, and there's no baby coming out because you don't even have the proper equipment to have a baby. You should tell them because they're going to think something wrong with them. It's not something wrong with them. It's something different with you. Exactly. So I think that you should absolutely tell someone what's going on. In that aspect, that's crazy that you wouldn't want to, because you want to know somebody loves you regardless of whatever it is going through. And there's some guys that do accept that and are okay with that.
Listen, the fact that, like, that individual, and I'm talking about that particular individual who wrote that, in my mind, like, something wrong with him or her, whatever they want to call themselves. You feel me? Like, something is wrong with them, with that person, for the fact that you don't think that it is necessary for you to divulge that information. Like, who do you think you are? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you going to sit there and make that choice for
somebody else?
Yeah. Like, and then, like you said, that person want to have a kid or something. Then you can't have kids. Then you finally have to divulge about what you really are.
Yeah, because, like, you know, you go to clinic for that shit. People go to, like, if they go to a clinic, right, and they're trying to have a baby, and this man goes to a clinic thinking that his sperm don't work because he done came inside you many times. You go to the clinic and they tell him his sperm is perfectly fine. You have to get tested. You're not going to tell this man that you're another man, that you were born a man. You have to. At that point, and, like, why tell it at that point?
So, see, this is my thing. You know, people like, you born a man, like, you still are a man. I don't care what surgery. I don't care what surgery. Your DNA, your chromosomes let you know you're still a man.
The XY, yeah.
Yeah, like, you're still a man. You feel me? You want to identify yourself as a woman, go ahead. You can identify yourself whatever you want to be. But at the end of the day, like, you have to let people know.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
I agree. I agree 100%.
I think that's
something that you should do.
That's super selfish. Know what I mean? That's sociopathic to me. Like, you don't care about nobody else if you're doing that.
Exactly.
Yeah, and if anybody else out there think that he's correct, know what I mean? I'm saying the same thing about you. Clinton is saying the same thing about you. I'm talking about you too. Anybody out there that feel that way? I mean, I'm not telling you. I'm like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, that's, and like I said, I don't want nobody. I ain't preaching hate. You know what I mean?
It's just being honest and upfront and open about what's going on.
Yeah. I mean, I remember I had worked with this guy, and he was gay, and we had to work a whole shift together at the worked at the library, a whole night shift. You feel me? And we had to have that conversation. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, bro, like, listen, I don't, I ain't with that lifestyle at all. But I'm not here to judge you. You feel me? Because I don't want you sitting here judging me. I ain't got no issue with you. None of that. He was cool as hell. You feel me? But I kept it real with him one night. I'm like, bro, all
and
that.
He probably
man,
respected your honesty.
Yeah, and I'm like, bro, all that men dressing like women, stuff like that. Like, I mean, to me, like, I ain't with that.
No, see, I know somebody that cross dresses, and they are married and everything, married to a woman, and they just like to feel pretty.
Yeah. Know what I mean? I'm not with all that. I'm not with that. I'm not with that facade. You feel me? I love women. You feel me? I love women. So if you deceive me, like, oh no. You feel me? I've never been in that position, but like, you know what I mean? So I like, me and him had that conversation one night there. You feel me? He was like, you know what? I can respect that. He was like, I respect that. You feel me? I was like, you know what I mean? I ain't got no issue.
Because it wasn't coming from a hateful place. It was just like, listen, that's what you are, that's fine, but I feel this way about it. And you can have those, like I said, it depends on how you have that conversation. If you come from a fuck this, that's not. If you come from a standpoint where you on some that's in, like, you've been extra about it, or you throwing out Bible verses and all this extraness, saying you gonna burn in hell and stuff. You're not supposed to do that. You can say that you're not with it, or you don't feel that type of way, or you just don't, you don't agree with that. That's fine, but it's a whole other thing to be just cursing somebody to damnation and that's in the Bible. Everybody knows that. So if you feel that type of way, they probably read the Bible themselves. They don't need you to tell them that it's in the Bible or whatever the case may be. That's like that they chose. That's what they want to do. I don't think people are born. I don't think people are. I don't think that people choose to be gay. They just attracted to who they're attracted to, and that's what it is.
Listen, this is. I'm about to give gay people some jewels out here when all the religious people hit you with that. You feel me? Why? When you think about it, right? The Bible says, first of all, the Bible isn't even the oldest. Now, when you're talking about the Bible, right, and it says that in there, the first thing you should respond to them, well, that meant it was going on back there. It's been going on forever. You feel me? Like, that is nothing new. That's the reason why it was in the Bible. If the Bible is your reference point to the beginning of the time, or it's telling you from there, it's been going on from the beginning of the time. The Bible just says you should stop. You shouldn't do it. If you go back to African studies, African history was predates.
People shouldn't be important. People shouldn't be killing animals. Yeah. People shouldn't be doing a lot of things. People should be vegetarian according to the Bible.
Yeah, I was having that conversation with my boy. We was having the same conversation. I was like, you reference the Bible, you know what I mean? Everybody out here eating these hamburgers, these fast food, you know what I mean? Like, you're going to hell.
Yeah, that's what funny. I was watching the show, being Mary Jane, and the lady was talking about how homosexual is going to burn in hell. And basically, she brought up a point. Like, if you feel that way, okay, so that's fine. You feel that way, that's fine. She said, but you still eat pork. The Bible clearly talks about that. You still do X, Y, Z. The Bible talks about that. So.
Shouldn't even reference the Bible when it my thing with it's just strong. For me, it was always a stronger argument. Even when I was younger, you feel me? I ain't even affect that argument. You feel me? My argument was more for his nature. It's like, well, if man and man together, woman and woman together, how do you reproduce? That just goes against nature. That was just always my fault as a young child. that's how I always looked at it. I'm like, nah, I mean, that don't even, it don't add up. And to me, always, I just wasn't with that. Like, I'm like, nah. You feel me? It wasn't even from like when I was younger, it was embedded into you to hate it. You feel me? From all my uncles. So you got to relearn. You got to get that out your head, because we are taught that. You feel me? That ain't just something it just happened. You are taught to hate that. You feel me? But from how I was taught, it was just different. It was never from the Bible. So that's why when I had that conversation, I never come from that aspect. You feel me? Because I'm like, it that has been around forever. You feel me? But it was always just forbidden. You feel me? That you know what I mean? Which is always like, nah, you shouldn't do that. You're an outcast. You know what I mean? That's history. That's fact. You can't get around it. You feel me? Everybody wants to debate it. That's just how it is. But my thing is, you feel me? Don't try to force. It's like now you're trying to force it down our throats.
Yeah, the same way you
Pause.
Go ahead. You see that pause. Why do y'all? That's, you know what? I don't like that. I feel like guys can't tell other guy I love you without saying no homo. Why can't you just say I love you instead of saying no homo?
That's false. That's a fake narrative. That's false.
But see, a lot of people do that. I know a lot of people do that.
Nah, that is fake.
I know.
First off,
that's what I'm telling you. Personally, I know people guys that will tell their dude, like tell their friends, I love you, no homo. And it's like, why you have to say that? You can't just tell a nigga you love him? Like he understands that it's not in a homosexual manner, as a brother.
Niggas say that all day out here, everywhere. I love you, bro. Niggas get killed out here. You feel me? This be last time you could see somebody, your best friend. You feel me? So, like, I don't know who be hanging there. Sometimes when people say it, y'all got to understand, sometimes it's just mainly a joke. You feel me? They ain't even to be taken serious because, like, a nigga know you ain't gay. You feel me? Like, it's sometimes it's just a joke. But I know for a fact, out here, niggas every day out here, I love you, bro. Holla at you tomorrow. You know what I mean? I hear that every day.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? Like, it ain't no niggas dying. You feel me? Like, niggas dying out here. You feel me? A nigga walk out your house and you never see him again alive.
Absolutely. And that's the sad part, because, like, even my uncle, not my uncle, I call him my uncle because he's old enough to be my uncle. But he's my cousin. I saw him downtown a couple of days ago, not too long ago, and he just passed last week.
Yeah.
Like, so you never know. And I get it, because you never know.
Yeah, so I don't, and then, I don't, homophobia, I think that's far reaching too. You feel me? Like the language they use, you feel me? They just trying to make it negative for you not to agree with it.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? And I don't feel like that's right. You feel me? If I don't agree with it, I don't agree with it. You feel me? I'm not going. You feel me? I'm not going to impede on your life.
Yeah.
Impede your life. I'm not about to do none of that. You know what I mean? I ain't about to go around beating up gays. Like, that ain't benefiting me. But, when we talking about that lifestyle, I don't agree with that lifestyle. You feel me? You probably don't agree with mine, the way I live. Okay.
Yeah. And that you don't have to agree. That's not your life. That's somebody else's life. At the end of the day, whether somebody gay, straight, transgender, or whoever, you don't have to agree with how they choose to live. Like, that is their life. How you choose to live it is totally up to them. We can disagree with how they choose to do things, but at the end of the day, that's their life. At the end of the day, and you look at it like this: when you take it to the Bible, some people want to take things to the Bible, you're not supposed to judge. So shut the hell up and let them live their life. You're not judging them at the end of when they go up to some pearly gate. At the end of the day, you don't know if there is pearly gate, but if there is, you can't judge them.
Like, I'll mix me with the Bible talk, because at the end of the day, you feel me? If you believe what the Bible say, you feel me? When you got to answer for your own sin.
Yeah.
You feel me? And then you ain't gonna be asking about nobody else's. You feel me?
Yep.
Like, you gotta worry about your own. So
exactly.
You feel me? What about somebody else's life is not. But if my only issue is, like, nowadays I notice it's being forced on us more than it was before. Like, for us, and I nah, I just don't agree. Simply, like, I really feel like it's an agenda.
It is.
Agenda. It's really feel like it's an agenda. You know what I mean? Like before it was like, you know, they was pushing the super thug. Like every dude, black man should be a thug, this, that, and the third. It felt like that agenda was to make us look menacing, to make us look super stuff. And now it's like, all right, you know what I mean, that bubble that popped. Now let's feminize them a little bit. You feel me? Like let's bring them down. You know what I mean? Like I really feel like it's an agenda. That's my perspective.
I agree.
What is that?
It is, because people want you to live their life according to how they feel you should live it. At the end of the day, it's your life. Whatever you choose to do is what you choose to do. Whether you choose to live unhealthy, healthy, whether you're a plus size, medium size, or small, people judge. People want you to be the way they want you to be. At the end of the day, you have to be who you are. You have to love who you are. Love everything there is to love about yourself. And once you love yourself, everything anyone else says doesn't matter. If it ain't positive, it won't even matter to you. At the end of the day, you know you are the shit with yourself. You are confident in yourself, and you love yourself enough to know that other people's opinions of you don't matter. And that's how you got to live your life. Like, I don't give a fuck what somebody say about me. I'm grown. I pay my bills. My kids are taken care of. If I choose to live my life, it doesn't matter to anyone else except for me and my kids. As long as they're okay and I'm not harming them and no harm is coming to other people, we're good.
I agree. I'm all with live, let live.
Mm-hmm.
Also, you know, got to understand that you will be criticized. And, you feel me, sometimes you must also know that you have to accept criticism, because sometimes it is constructive. You feel me? It's not going to always be negative, but when you do sense that it's negative, you know, just brush it off and keep it moving. You know what I mean? Love yourself. I think that's what this should be. Love yourself and be honest with yourself. I think when you talk about body shaming, you feel me? Once you love yourself, I think you made it clear that, you know, what other people are going to say wouldn't matter. It's not going to matter as much. You feel me? And if it does matter, use it as motivation, you feel me, to improve your life, not for them, for you. And then and I think that also transitions into the next topic, to that situation. I feel like, you know, if that person loved themselves and was honest enough with themselves, that situation wouldn't have happened. You could have been up front.
Yes.
You feel me? When you're honest and up front, when you love yourself enough to feel like, all right, this person accept me for who I am, you know what I mean? You wouldn't put yourself in that situation.
Yes. Exactly. Well, guys, we're getting to the close of the show. We got under 10 minutes left of the show. Clint, you want to address anything else, or you want to close out?
Shout out to Bobby Valentino. I mean, with shoes and keys back, bro. Get your shoes and keys. That's a classic case. Like,
he left his keys and his shoes. He didn't care about nothing. He was like, I'm out. I don't know what's happening.
Obviously, because this ain't his first, second, third, fourth, or fifth time being caught. So that's his preference, right?
Mm-hmm.
People just got to accept that. That's his preference. My issue with the situation is why he always get caught running. Like, bro, you can't fight, bro. Like, why are you letting these people keep videotaping you? You talk about, they trying to blackmail you. Like, man, you ain't snatch that camera and slam it on the floor or something. Like,
first of all, you've been caught up. How many times you want to check the cameras? Like, that shit was hilarious. I was like, first of all, it's my first time hearing about Bobby V, so I was like, okay, like, that's different. And then to watch that video, I was dying, like, why? Like, he you left your keys, left your shoes. Like, you got to come back. Like, you going to come back and get some head, get your keys, and keep pushing. Like, at that point, you caught. Like, let it be known you like man, she man, to call it a day.
Yeah.
Like, be honest. It's okay, Bobby V, you still got that song, Slow Down. I just want to get to know. You want to know if that's a man or a girl. And if it's a man, it's just like a girl, you might be in love. Who knows? I'm not judging you. Do what you want to do, boo-boo. That attracts you. Go right ahead. High five to you, nigga. You got it.
your Teddy Pendergrass on, your Eddie Murphy on.
I'm mad. What is Teddy Pendergrass like cross-dressing? What do he do?
That's why he got, he was in the car when he got caught. He got paralyzed in that car accident. He was in there with a transgender woman.
Oh, he was trying to get them cheeks in that wang.
Yeah.
He's like, I like wang and cheeks. Wang and cheeks.
Can't even listen to Turn Off the Lights the same way.
Turn off the lights.
Yeah, there's a reason why he wanted the lights turned out.
It's light a candle. There's that turn your lights down low.
He fell in love with the facade.
But then Hugh Grant was in there. Hugh Grant was in there with a hooker, right?
Yeah, I think Hugh Grant was with a hooker. I know Eddie Murphy got caught with one.
A transgender?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fine. All night long. No, it's my go to the party all the time.
I think it's so like you feel with Bobby G, like how you just keep getting caught with them, letting them video record you and you hide in your face. Man, you don't snatch that phone, man.
Yeah, but she was like, Bob, I was kind of upset because I didn't really get to see his face. It was so he was running out. He was running out. Like he was like, I'm out of here. Like this is a week in Black history. Let me tell you. R. Kelly done got a cult with bitches holding up the fuck. You got Usher coming out with herpes. You got fucking OJ got parole. Yo, I gotta send you that. Somebody sent me a video because they ain't shit. My friends ain't shit. They sent me a video with Usher, OJ, Bobby V, and R. Kelly dancing a B2K zone.
Oh man, yeah, you definitely gotta send me that.
I'm about to forward that to you and Willie because that shit was hilarious. I just sent it to you. You gotta laugh at that shit. That shit is hilarious.
I got a topic we need to discuss next week too.
Oh, you do? We definitely gotta hit us up and let us know. You can tell the people we can talk about it next week. We good.
Yeah. Do we need do we need a leader in the Black community, like a Black leader?
Like Malcolm X or Martin Luther King?
Yeah, in my opinion, no. I'm just put that out there now. I don't think that would. I don't think,
that is definitely a topic.
Yeah, because I think history ain't, I don't think people know the proper.
I don't think there will ever be another Martin or Malcolm. I don't think there ever will be.
I don't think we need that. I think we need to learn from them and improve on what they started. And I don't think, I think we should already know that there is no Black Messiah.
Yeah.
So it's not.
A lot of people thought Obama was.
No, can't. Yeah, that's why we definitely gotta.
We gotta definitely. Okay, we definitely talk about that next week. We definitely talk about that. We gotta do the show deeps and everything like that. So we're about to wrap up the show because we got less than 6 minutes. Clint, you want to give out your info?
Y'all can hit me on my blog site at kingstruth.com. You can find me on Twitter at eTrentonGroomy, Snapchat at King's Truth, Instagram Clintback, BLAQ. I'm everywhere.
I definitely want to hit up Willie Styles. That's Styles with a Z. STLYEZ. I'm a little buzzed, but look him up. He's everywhere. He got his own WillieStyles.info. He got everything. He at Willie Styles on Facebook. He everywhere. So look him up. Of course, I am Sunny_D, Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter. Check out my blog. Y'all can know so much more about me on unreservedlyme.com. When I say unreservedly me, it is me without any type of reserve or any filters. It's all me. So if you like realness, go check it out. Check out our website, GFTRadioshow.com. Look us up on, we're on YouTube, iTunes, Google Play Music. You can listen to our podcast. YouTube, SoundCloud is on. We're on our podcast. I'm about to upload this episode, last week's episode on SoundCloud. We do 2 episodes on SoundCloud. Everywhere else you can find us with all our episodes, so go there. Blog Talk Radio is definitely a place where you can find us, blogtalkradio.com/GFT Radio. All the podcasts we ever done is on there, iTunes and YouTube, and also Google Play Music, so go there. Look at us on Snapchat and Instagram at GFT_radio. If you want to email us, you want to be a guest host on our podcast, you like it so much you want to be a guest host, email us, GFTradioshow@gmail.com. Hit us up on our Facebook page, our website, anywhere, and we'll let you guys know how you can be a guest host on this show. Thank you guys for listening to tonight. Thank you, Jabril, for calling in. Thank you.
Thanks, bro.
Yeah, thank you to the what is her name? Curly hair girl. Yeah, CSS Big Hair Girl on Twitter for actually tweeting us throughout our show. We appreciate your tweets. We got all of them. We said pretty much all of them on Facebook. So thank you, Mary. Not on Facebook. We said it on the blog. I'm a little drunk. Don't mind me. But we did say it on the podcast. We appreciate you. So hopefully you listen to us and you enjoy the show thus far. If you enjoyed the show, go on our Facebook page and let us know. Thank you guys for listening.
Catch y'all in 7 days.
Bye.
It's the summer of coffee at Dunkin' Donuts. To reach peak summer mode, you need your summer coffee, like a smooth new s'mores frozen Dunkin' coffee, a refreshing butter pecan iced coffee, or a sweet coconut cream pie cold brew. What could be better than an iced or frozen coffee on a hot summer day? Nothing. Dunkin' Donuts has all your favorite flavors this summer. So, come enjoy the summer of coffee. And keep cool out there, kids. America runs on Dunkin'. Price and participation may vary. Limited time offer.